Today we're going to review how to use a power web. Right here is a power web with two different colors. You'll see the green side's a little bit more firm and the yellow side's a little bit lighter. Now if you have a power web that only has one resistance, that's no problem at all. If you don't have a power web, you can find one online pretty easily or purchase one at MYo Lab. Now power webs are great to utilize when you're trying to improve your hand strength, forearm strength, elbow strength. Maybe this is after an injury and you're trying to rehab, or you're trying to improve the symmetry between your non-dominant side and your dominant side. Either way, we're going to show you some exercises today to best utilize this power web. First one we're going to start with is called a hook grip. So we're going to be placing the palm of our hand against the side, placing our fingers in as far as we can get them. Just pick whichever hole you can stretch to but still reach. Now with the fingertips, you're going to be squeezing inwards towards the palm of your hand and then open up. Squeeze and open. So you can play around with the resistance by going further or a little bit closer, spreading your fingers out wider, keeping them more natural and neutral. You can switch sides to different firmnesses in general. The main purpose here though is that we're going to get a nice little muscular fatigue and nice muscle burn, doing about 10 reps on each of these. Now for this first exercise, it's important that you're not flexing through this big knuckle, but instead using your fingertips. That's the purpose of this hook fist. Now, after we've done that exercise, we're going to do a bit of a pinch. So we're going to have our hand as wide as we possibly can. We're going to put that right in the center. We're going to start to just squeeze down. Again, using the fingertips. So we're using the entire hand this time, not just half of it. Taking your time, squeezing inwards. This is working primarily on the finger wrist flexors. The next level of this, we're going to do pinning it against our leg, same pinch, and then we're going to pull on the band. That's going to help out with our elbow, forearm strength as well. Reminder, for each of these, find a resistance where you can do about 10 reps with a little bit of muscle burn, but still keeping the technique crisp. Now, similar setup, but we're going to go a little bit narrower and we're going to work on our extension. Now, for most of us, extension is going to be much more challenging than flexion. But the same premise here. Put the fingers in at a width that is appropriate for you and extend as far as you can. And then the same progression, extension, and then pull. Extension, and then pull. Now, let's say we want to work on specific fingers and the pinching. Perhaps you've had difficulty in pain, weakness through pinching. You can go through each finger here. Same concept. We're going to find that resistance that works best for us. Start with just those fingertips, pinching inwards. Okay, maybe I can go a little bit further. Pinch in. Switch into the middle finger, ring finger, pinky, and then do them all again, but now an extension to test out your extensor strength. So start narrow, go wide with the pinky. Start narrow, go wide with the ring finger. Start narrow, go wide with the middle finger. Start narrow, go wide with the index. Now you can imagine the progression for both of those. Pinning it against your leg again, pinch and pull, or extend and pull. So now you can start to see the utilization of this power web, be it for the entire hand, be it for specific fingers, even going up into the forearms. Next one, let's say you're having some issues with opening, closing, turning doorknobs. So you're going to go ahead and grab on, pinch down, and then twist. Pinch, twist. Pinch, twist. Same thing goes for the other direction. Pinch, twist. Pinch, twist. Pinch, twist. Now another one could be the coordination. Maybe you notice, hey, your dominant side is a lot more coordinated than your non-dominant side. So for this, we can do some rhythmic stabilization. Go ahead and find that kind of natural width, clamp down on that, and you're going to do some shaking, back and forth. This is one of those exercises that looks a lot easier than it actually is. If I keep the elbow tucked, it's mainly working on the hand and wrist. If I go straight, it starts to work on the shoulders and the upper arm a little bit more as well. Now this is something you'll quickly notice the difference between your dominant side and your non-dominant side as far as your stabilization goes and your coordination. So I encourage you to try them both, and about 10 reps per side. Now, how about when you're done doing 10 reps of each of these exercises, or just after a general workout, you feel some tension in your wrists and forearms? You can also use the power web as a stretching mechanism, hitting it up against your body, stretching down into some wrist flexion there so you get the extensors stretched through. You can do some reps of that to a nice safe depth. Do the reverse. Wherever you feel that stretch is needed and warranted, try to bring back symmetry in your wrist flexors and extensors. Now, one more little tip here as well. You do want to try to even things out between a palm up and a palm down grip. So when you're grabbing onto something, try palm down, then go palm up. That does recruit different muscles. So take a look at which one you need most. And the goal is symmetry. Once you're symmetric side to side, left to right, then focus on trying to improve it as much as you possibly can to build strength and resilience. Have fun.